A lovely and warm welcome. It's now time for the news on Hope Channel Zambia television that changes lives. Let's take a look at stories making headlines in our news. Poor state of Africa despite mineral wealth, worries Vice President Mutalena Lumango. Clergy allegedly rapes Matero residents who was visited for prayer. Levi Manawasa Teaching Hospital Service Delivery Charter has been launched. And Zambian Network for Human Rights Defenders condemns killings of civilians by state actors. The stories plus more coming up in a moment.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211 220 286 or 0977 603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright SINKOZI with the details. George KALIMUKWA is our sign language interpreter. Vice President Mutalena Lumango has called on the common markets for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, member states to join hands and work together to foster development in the African region. Speaking during the 44th Council of Ministers in Lusaka today, Mrs. Nalumango said, working together will make Africa a better place. The Vice President said despite Africa being the richest continent in terms of mineral resources, the continent remains poor, a situation she said is worrying. Mrs. Nalumango said many countries are experiencing the heightened commodities and high cost of living in Africa due to the Ukraine and Russia war. And COMESA Secretary General Chileshe Kapwepwe said COMESA remains focused on its mandate of empowering women and the youth. Ms. Kapwepwe says climate change has affected member states from developing, hence the need to support women and the young people through empowerment programs and freely access markets. We have details in this report.
The 44th Council of Ministers meeting of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, has commenced in Lusaka. Various ministers in the 21 member state were in attendance. This meeting is aimed at reviewing the progress made in the past year in the implementation of regional integration programs and mapping the way forward. Vice President Mutalena Lumango officiated the event. Ms. Nalumango says COMESA should prioritize investment for the region to develop.
The COVID-19 pandemic, the Russia-Ukrainian war, and other regional conflicts have caused a surge in global oil and fuel prices, food items and agricultural imports, which has had a negative effect on basic commodity prices owing to disruption of global supply chains, tightening of global financial conditions, and heightened market volatility. These developments have placed severe fiscal and exchange rate pressures among many countries in the COMESA region.
COMESA Secretary General Cheleshe Kapwepwe has reaffirmed COMESA's commitment in fostering development in the countries.
COMESA recognizes the need to effect the participation of men, women and youth in its regional integration agenda to ensure that socio-economic development is inclusive and sustainable and benefits all, leaving no one behind. On this basis, COMESA Secretariat continue to support gender mainstreaming across sectors, women economic empowerment, women market access and incomes. In the same way, the Secretariat also continued its efforts to enhance engagement of youth, capacity building, and cultural and creative arts initiative.
And Mauritius Foreign Affairs Minister Manesh Gobin congratulated Ms. Kapwepwe for maintaining her position for a second term.
We particularly appreciate the support that the government of Zambia has continued to provide to the COMESA Secretariat as the host country and in your role as the chair of the COMESA policy organs. I would also like to present this vote of thanks to your good self, Honorable Guest of Honor, as well as to the Honorable Chairperson of the COMESA Council of Ministers, to the entire Bureau of the Council, and the Honorable Ministers of COMESA Member States. In addition, I would like to seize this opportunity to congratulate Her Excellency, the COMESA Secretary General, on her reappointment for a second term of office and on successfully continuing to lead our institution. She continues to show a great example and inspiration to all of us.
Esna Tsekazwe, Hope News, Lusaka.
At least 4 people, 2 adults and 2 juveniles, have died after they were struck by lightning in Shibuyunji, police have confirmed. In a statement made available to Hope News, police spokesperson Ray Hamonga said Lillian Mwene, aged 35, and 2 of her daughters were struck by lightning while sleeping in their house. In a similar incident, Mwape Sikandwe of the same village was also struck by lightning while fishing in Kafue River. Both incidents occurred on 22nd November 2023 around 07 hours and 07:30 hours.
Shibuyunji Police Station recorded 2 incidents of lightning involving 4 deaths of 2 adult persons and 2 female juveniles who died on the spot, while 1 person survived. Ernest Mwene, age 42, of Mafua village in Chief Chagumbila of Shibuyunji district, reported that his wife, Lillian Mwene, age 35, and his 2 daughters were struck by lightning while sleeping in a grass-thatched house. And in a similar report, Mwape Sikandawe, age 23, of the same village, was also struck by lightning while fishing in a dugout canoe. Brief facts of the matter are that the reporter went out to buy fish and left his wife and children sleeping, and upon arrival he found his house on fire. It was reported that the now deceased persons went to bed, and while sleeping in a grass-thatched house, they were struck by lightning which caused the house they were sleeping in to catch fire and were burnt to death. In a similar incident, Mwape Sikandawe, age 23, of the same village, was struck by lightning whilst fishing on Kafue River and died on the spot. The now deceased was in the company of his friend Henry Walia, age 26, who was also struck but survived. Both incidents occurred on the 22nd of November 2023 between 07 hours and 07:30 hours. Police rushed to both scenes of crime and found that the 3 bodies were burnt, while the body of Mwape Sikandawe was found intact. The bodies of the deceased have since been buried and no foul play is suspected.
And now, a named Matero-based Lusaka born-again bishop has been accused of raping a 26-year-old female, Esther Tembo Nyau, of a non-house number in Kahale area of Matero constituency. According to police, Ms. Nyau reported to Matero police that a known bishop raped her in her house on 22nd November 2023 between 13 and 14 hours when the said bishop visited for prayers following her continued miscarriages. Police say the victim approached the clergyman for prayer but was then told that her condition would only be prayed for at her place. On the material day at around 09 hours, the bishop is said to have called the victim to inform her of his intended visit at her place. Upon arriving around 13 hours on that day, in the company of another unknown man, the man of God requested to have access to all the rooms as part of the prayers. But when he entered the bedroom, it is alleged that the bishop forced himself on the woman and had carnal knowledge of her after he threatened to shoot her if she resisted the attempt.
Tero Police Station yesterday, 22nd of November 2023 at 21 hours received a report of rape in which female Esther Tembo Nyau, age 26, of unknown house number in Kahale area reported that a pastor commonly known as John General raped her in her house. This is alleged to have occurred on the 22nd of November 2023 between 13 and 14 hours in Kahale area. Brief facts of the matter are that the woman has been having miscarriages every time she conceives. She then visited the same John General to pray for her and told her that the prayers are to be done at their home. Yesterday at around 9 hours, the pastor called the complainant that he would be visiting them for the same prayers, and at around 13 hours he arrived at their house together with another unknown man. He then told her that he wanted to check in all the rooms as part of the prayers. When he reached the bedroom, he forced himself on the woman and had sex with her as he threatened to shoot her if she refused. When all this was happening, the other man was waiting in the sitting room. At around 13:30 hours, the husband, the complainant, Pearson Tembo, age 33, came and found a man in the sitting room. He then greeted him and decided to proceed to the bedroom where he found the pastor naked, having sex with his wife. He then went outside and locked the gate. After seeing this, the pastor ran outside, naked, and managed to jump the fence, leaving all his clothes, a cell phone, a motor vehicle Chrysler registration number BCD 372, and then the other man as well ran away. A medical report form has since been issued to the complainant, and police have launched a manhunt for the pastor.
In other news, Monze Town Council Public Relations Officer Kanchele says the local authority has successfully concluded site visits with 2023 Constituents Development Fund CDF project bidders. Mr. Kanchele said site visits were conducted to familiarize bidders with the project sites, enabling them to provide accurate and competitive quotations for the CDF-funded projects in the district. He said over 30 project sites were visited across the 3 constituencies with the participation of more than 45 companies representing various categories. He said the companies have shown great interest and enthusiasm in contributing to the development of Monze district, especially the rural parts of the district where most of the projects are to be implemented. Mr. Kanchele further said the bidding process has now officially commenced and that interested companies are invited to submit their bids by 29th November 2023, which is the closing date for the tender bids. He has since encouraged all participating companies to carefully study the project requirements and ensure that their quotations are comprehensive and detail-oriented. Mr. Kanchele adds that the local authority is committed to transparency and fairness throughout the bidding process and that all bids will be thoroughly evaluated based on their compliance with the project specifications and their ability to deliver high-quality results within the designated time frame. This he delivered in a statement made available to Hope News. Let's take a break. We have more stories coming on the other side. Do stay with us.
Enjoy amazing deals, great content, and big savings this Black Friday with Top Star. From 20th to 30th November, enjoy massive discounts and save up to 50 kwacha on your DTT decoder at a slice price of 249 kwacha. Hurry now while stocks last. The best time to grab yourself a Top Star decoder. Also enjoy up to 50% discount when paying your subscription. Pay for 2 months on Antenna Nova, Basic and Dish Nova, Smart Bouquet, and enjoy instant upgrade on the next higher bouquet. That's not all. Pay for 2 months on Antenna Classic or Dish Super and get 10 extra viewing days. It doesn't get bigger than this. Unwrap your festive gifts with amazing content on 4 newly added channels: Daily Drama and Deception on TLC, Crime and Investigation on ID, Discovery Channel, Boeing plus more. Hurry, don't miss on Top Star's incredible Black Friday deals. Top Star, enjoy affordable TV.
Change your water and change your life.
Kanjin Water Zambia Limited brings to you microclass highly alkaline water with the benefits of immunosystem booster, disease combating, and many more. For more information, dial the number 0976 096670. We are located in all around the country, Zambia.
Change your water and change your life. Change your water and change your Kanjin water.
Kanjin Water, change your water, change your life.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of catching your own fish. And at Papino Investments, we bring that experience to you. Papino Investments, the home of live fish, has everything you need to make your meals unforgettable.
It has a different taste. And that is why I enjoy coming to this place.
From live fish that you can catch for yourself to smoked fish, just chickens and beef, we have a wide range of products that will satisfy your shopping needs. And if you're looking for something else, we have a wide range of groceries to choose from, including Hope Channel decorders. At Papino Investments, payment is easy. You can pay with cash or use our mobile money services. Visit us today at Robert's Fish and Veggies Building, Chilenge Market, Lusaka, or call us at 0955 108708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. Government has launched the service delivery charter for Levi Mwanawasa Teaching Hospital for the Cancer Disease Hospital. A service delivery charter is a document that outlines service delivery commitments made to the general public. Lusaka Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Alex Mapushi says the charter is important as it is a tool meant to hold the hospital accountable to the public. Speaking during the launch, Mr. Mapushi added that the charter is in line with government's resolve to provide accessible, affordable, and high-quality health care services to the people regardless of their status in society. And cancer survivor Kondwani Nkowani, a University of Zambia second-year student, has encouraged members of the public to visit the hospital when they see anything strange on their bodies.
Government has launched a service delivery charter for Cancer Disease Hospital at Levi Mwanawasa Teaching Hospital. The service delivery is aimed at enhancing delivery in the cancer disease area. Guest of honor, Ministry of Health Deputy Permanent Secretary Alex Mapushi says the launch of the service delivery charter in the health sector will focus more on improved health service delivery.
In our commitment to advancing healthcare and ensuring that the well-being of our citizens is guaranteed. The government, led by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has placed premium on healthcare. It has resolved to improve the quality of healthcare services to foster nationwide social and economic development. The 4 hospitals we celebrate today, the UTH Adult Hospital, Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital and UTH Cancer Hospital and Chainama Hills Hospital play a critical role in the healthcare landscape of Zambia. They are the pillars of tertiary care, cancer care, and mental health care, providing essential services that touch the lives of countless individuals and families nationwide.
Cancer survivor Kondwani Nkoani now shares his testimony.
When I reached school, the invigilator was like, no, you can't write in this condition with your brain. So we're going to take you to the hospital. That's where I'm going to write for. So this paper was invigilated by 4 people. My mother, the doctor, the police, and the teacher. Getting the treatment at the same time I'm attending school. You might find that you have to miss classes. On the other hand, you have the treatment pending. When you are in school, people will be asking, why are you looking like this? You don't have hair, you have a cold head, your nails are dark, what's going on? So I used to lie just to keep myself not get distracted. I used to say that my hair is seasoned. In October, I have a cold head. In winter season, I'll have baby hair. In rain season, I have normal hair. So there was this girl, oh, I wish I was like you. You just don't know what I'm going through. Those were some of the challenges which I used to face while I was on the treatment and school.
Mebo Chitimbiti, reporting for Hope News in Lusaka.
Finally, on our news, the Zambian Network for Human Rights Defenders has condemned the recent killings of defenseless civilians by the state actors, saying the acts have potential to translate into crimes against humanity. Zambian Network for Human Rights Defenders Advocates Coordinator Armitage Mumbwali says shooting live ammunition into a group of irate protesters can escalate civil unrest. Mr. Mumbwali said the network has since demanded for police to carry out thorough investigations to arrive at the actual perpetrators and that the law should take its course. He said just as the president has always assured the nation that his administration will be a new dawn of rule and law, it does not make moral or legal logic to outlaw the death penalty yet allow innocent citizens to be killed at will by state military. Mr. Mumbali said citizens should feel secure when in the presence of officers mandated to safeguard their lives.
The recent killings of defenseless civilians by state actors has potential to translate into crimes against humanity. Shooting live ammunition into a group of irate protesters can escalate the civil unrestness. We therefore demand for police to carry out thorough investigations to arrive at the actual perpetrators, and the law must take its firm course. Just as the president has always assured the nation and the parliament that his administration will be a new dawn of the rule of law, it does not make moral or legal logic to outlaw the death penalty, yet we allow innocent citizens to be killed at will by the state military. As a network, we demand for justice to be implemented until it reaches its logical conclusion without any trace of undue interference. Citizens in the presence of military officers, they should feel more safe than when they are not there. We therefore challenge the command that if the current military department has failed to manage crowd control, may they reallocate the assignment to the more competent department that is going to apply the law with its modern demands of protection of human rights.
That item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, let's recap on stories that made headlines. Poor state of Africa despite mineral wealth, worries Vice President Mutalena Lumango. A non-Lusaka Zmatero-based clergy has been accused of raping a woman in the same area who he allegedly went to pray for. Levi Mwanawasa Teaching Hospital Service Delivery Charter has been launched. And the Zambian Network for Human Rights Defenders condemns the killings of civilians by state actors. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Bright SINKOZI on behalf of the entire studio and production team. George KALIMUKWA has been our sign language interpreter. From all of us, it's God bless, and as you keep watching Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives.